Hi, my name is Jessica, and today we'll be talking about goal setting in our group therapy session. We're going to start off with introductions, a little bit about ourselves. This is going to be a 3-part discussion. The first week will be on goal setting, the second will be on stress management, and the third will be on time management. So today we're just going to go around our group and talk a little bit about ourselves, and then go have an activity to go over together. So we'll start with you.
What am I supposed to say?
Your name.
Mallory.
And Mallory, do you have a major in college that you were in?
Not in college.
That if you were to be?
I want to go into animation.
Okay.
My name is Greg. I'm 33 years old. I'm married. I have a 3-year-old daughter. I'm graduated from Sac State with a bachelor of psychology.
My name's Jenna, and I'm not currently in school. I'm currently doing real estate, and I was going to school for nutrition and just kind of exploring my options.
Okay.
What suits me.
My name's Caitlin. I'm 31. I'm also married. We actually attended college together at Sac State. I was a psychology major, planning on going into my MFT license, but life hasn't been taking a different direction.
Okay. Thank you. So today we're going to be going over what it looks like to set a goal. We all had goals. Most people, sometimes it's just getting up out of bed every day. Then there's, I want to run a marathon. I want to retire one day. I want to, go on a walk after dinner every day for, 30 minutes, something like that. Everybody has a goal set in mind. So what we're going to do to start off is we're going to do activity. The activity is going to be if there was a Groundhog Day, every day you had to repeat the same day over again. What would that look like for you? What would you want it to be? You can ask yourself questions such as, would I sleep in? Would I wake up early? Would I take advantage of the day? Would I wear a blue shirt versus a black shirt? And you can end it with however you want. But it's just, so we're going to take a couple minutes, maybe write down 5 or 6 things that you would want to do in that day, every day. Does everybody have at least 5 or 6 things written down? Okay.
More or less.
Okay. So research has shown that 95% of our lives are automatic, and so that we're not living them with intention. Most of the choices that we make are not ours that we put for ourselves, but somebody else makes for us. Such as, Greg, you said you have a daughter, so maybe your wife saying, can you get your daughter up at 9 versus her waking up on herself at 9, something like that. Or you waking her up every day, maybe she wants to sleep in, something like that. So we're letting life come as rather than shaping it. And then also, if we say we're going to do something, if we do it for 30 days in a row, it becomes a habit. It becomes something, a ritual part of our daily lives. So, Caitlin, we're going to start with you. What did you put down for yours?
For my ideal day, I like getting up relatively early, not too early, so maybe like 8. I enjoy the morning. I like doing yoga in like a quiet spot. I usually do it on my patio, which I would like to do. And then I would love to just experiment in cooking, just have a lot of access to like all the best ingredients. And then afternoon, I'd love to just spend time with like my husband and my good friends. And then I would just love to end it with like wine and food. Happy about it. I'd be happy with that every day.
Good day.
I think so.
And Jenna?
Well, I would love to tell my loved ones every day how much I care about them, be it my friends or family, just to let it be known because, I've had a lot of good people in my life that have passed away that, you know, I haven't had that chance to tell them. And then also, you know, not worrying about things every day, not be like, oh my gosh, I had to wake up and I have to do this, you know, and just kind of have it mapped out. I've already said goal setting plans for myself each week. I have this to do, and, you know, make sure it gets done. If it doesn't, like, not to stress out about it. You know, if I can't get to it this day, I will make sure I'll get it to it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That, and also just, you know, staying positive in life and just hoping for the best, and, you know, whatever comes my way, you know, take it one day at a time. So I didn't come up with 5, but that's the best I have so far.
Great.
So, I mean, I kind of live like a Groundhog Day. It's works like I love it anyway. I wake up in the morning. My daughter wakes up around the same time, like 8:30 or so, which is what I love to do. One thing I would like to add to it is my own exercise, like Caitlin mentioned, like yoga. I used to be able to do it a lot before we had Rylan. And I love that incorporated in my day every day. Other than that, then go to work. Work in the bar, my own bar specifically would be awesome. Or my own business, whatever that may be. Do that, then come home, have more family time with my wife or my my mom, my grandma, loved ones, and that kind of fun stuff. And then just go to bed. I mean, that's kind of what I'd like to do. I mean, at the end of the night, I think that'd be fun just to have like a mixture of friends coming over. Yeah, be able to do that every single night. That'd be awesome. You know. Yeah, that's kind of what I would love to do. Like have it over and over again every day, which I kind of do for the most part. So.
Well, that's nice.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There's a few things I like to add in there, but I mean, for the most part, I get to do that. I wake up every morning with Rylan and then end it for the most part with going to sleep next to Heather. We don't get a lot of time, but that'd be something I like to add in there too, is have more time with Heather, but my wife. But.
Yeah. And Miss Mallory?
I went into it knowing, like, for sure that you know you're gonna do the same thing tomorrow. So I would get up early and I would have a lot of waffles. I don't care if I'm gonna gain weight or whatever.
Because the
I
same
would
thing's
just have
gonna
a lot
happen.
of waffles. Yeah, I'll be the same weight tomorrow. It's fine. I would call into work because I don't ever want to go to work ever again. It doesn't matter. I'm done. I'm fine. I don't need that in my life. I would do some kind of activity with my family, like something dumb, like mini golf or whatever, but just to like have time. And then I would do crafts or draw or like do something creative because I have to do that every day. Like stuff gets in the way of that, but that's the most important. And then it would be really great if one of my favorite shows had like the finale, and it was a perfect finale, and I could just be really happy about it and drink wine and eat food and be like, that was awesome. Let's do it again.
That's like
And be
really
just
good.
as satisfied.
I love it.
All right. I like that.
All right.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys.
Yeah, you shut your mouth.
That's why I said save the best for last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, looking over your list, is there any one specific thing that you think that you could start tomorrow in doing for yourself?
Yeah.
I could do the yoga.
I could do waffles.
So I used to go to a yoga studio, but I feel like I know enough and I have like my mat at home. There shouldn't be any reason why, even if I can't do the full 90 minutes like I like, that I can just do 10 minutes in the morning. Just go out on the patio, roll it out, and just do it every morning. I think I could do that every day.
Mm-hmm.
I could reach out more to my family.
I think all inspiration from our family. There's, I mean, of course, you know, exercise, yoga, that'd be awesome. I mean, there's something I'd like to do, you know, work more on building, you know, my own brand, doing something, you know, what I would like to do business-wise. But it just seems so, like, and goals, you know, like, as opposed to, like, just trying to, like micro just seems macro just seems really hard to try to, like, and hard to think about, like moving like thinking about that far ahead. So that'd be something I'd love to do and love to like start tomorrow, but that's kind of like hard like to say like tomorrow.
So,
but,
what
like,
do you see if you could like do one small thing to make it towards that larger goal? Like, what could you do tomorrow? Like, could you call up somebody that's maybe interested in investing in you, or
you know, just working on myself and my brand, you know, essentially, like, and making actually a name for myself, which would be like, and finding out exactly what I want to do, okay, and putting a business plan together, what I'd like to do. That'd be like the closest thing I can think about tomorrow, what I could start doing, you know. So.
So goals can feel daunting, especially when they're really big ones. You know, typically you read that by making a smaller goal, you can reach the larger one, such as, like most people say that if you cut out 250 calories a day of your diet, you would lose 40 pounds in 1 year. But 250 calories is like a cookie. If you just had one less cookie a day, you would lose 40 pounds. So it's like the small things that can make you reach to the larger ones. So I think it's important when you put things in perspective like that to look at that. I'm excited because next week we can go over like stress management, because making goals is not always, an easy thing to do, and it is stressful because have you ever made a goal that you haven't completed for yourself?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that feel like?
Horrible.
Sad.
Right. So it's
Be
easier
able
to
to
make,
write it down and look at it daily and to remind yourself, because it's easy to say, oh, I'm going to do this, but then unless you have something reminding you, sometimes it gets,
right.
it's hard to
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the activities I was going to recommend for like homework or something if you really wanted to do it, and I don't know how artistic you are, but vision boards are really big. And typically with a vision board, you've got magazines or inspirational quotes or pictures of family or whatever put on a board, and you look at it every day, and whether you want it now or in the future, or if it was your past and you want to change it, relatively things will change. There have been people that have made vision boards, lost them, and refound them, and realized they were living in the house that they cut out from the magazine, things like that. So, realizing those types of things. Has there ever been a goal that you've completed that you were proud of?
In my bachelor's.
When you were younger, did you have a goal of getting your bachelor's?
Yeah, I wanted to get my MFT license, but then I was going back and forth between culinary school or college, and I just felt like the bachelor's degree was so much more prestigious, I guess. But now sometimes I regret not going to culinary school, since I was the dorky kid who watched Julia Childs on Channel 6 instead of cartoons. So, but then I'm also afraid that if it was my job, I wouldn't enjoy it. I like that I do it at home. That it's separate from my, it's like separate from my life.
Yeah.
How about you, Mallory?
I was proud of myself for moving out here in general, from Washington, by myself alone, with nothing and no money. When I downplay it. I feel like when I usually tell people that I moved here not very long ago, but when I think about it, I'm like, I am proud of that. I did that, with not a lot of help.
Yeah, it's always good to have some change. If you don't like it, then just go back.
It's important.
What made you move here?
I mean, to go to school here mostly, but also I just needed to change. I was almost 21. I feel like that's a big time in your life where you're trying to make it or break it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved my hometown, but I didn't want to be there and be stuck and not do anything and not accomplish anything, and I didn't
experience everything.
goals. I feel like it wasn't a place where I was gonna set my goals. I feel like it's a place where I was gonna be comfortable. I didn't want to do that.
That's a big goal.
Yeah.
I don't think I can move to another state. I mean, I talk about it. I went to Portland, and I was like, yes, I can move here in a heartbeat. But the reality of that is
Being away
daunting.
from family and your support system
Yeah,
is
yeah.
scary.
It's scary.
What about you, Jenny?
That's the thing, it's I've taken goal setting classes, and especially now with my new business, I just, want to be successful in life, but I still want to be happy. I still want to keep what's dear to my heart close to me, friends, family, what's most important, my happiness. I don't want things to come in between that, but I also want to make a living and become successful. So, as far as, what goals I've obtained, I'd say obviously graduating high school, going to college. It took me a little bit of time. I haven't actually graduated from a 4-year school because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I kept taking classes and learning, and nutrition classes, and same with Caitlin, maybe I want to do culinary school, and because I love cooking as well, but just kind of having people in my life telling me, oh, you can't do that, almost makes me want to do it more.
Do you write down your goals?
Yes, I do now.
Yeah.
Weekly. I took a class, 2-hour class about a month ago. Very informative, and
to some of your goals that you've already written down for yourself?
Yes, they have.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good for you. That's good.
What about you, Greg? Is there any big goals? I know.
Yeah.
Is there
I got lost in
I
all
know.
your stories. I'm all like intrigued. Like, yes, tell me more.
I want to know more about you. Has there any big goals that you've had set for yourself that you've accomplished?
I mean, of course. I mean, like, I got married, which is one of the. I mean, that sounds like a really weird goal, but like, I wanted. I mean, something I think everyone always like wants, like to grow up and get married and have like this great, I have an amazing wife. Want to have kids, so that's another goal. We did. We have a kid. We have another one on the way. Work-wise, yeah, I am in a great position at work. I set a goal for myself a little bit ago, just kind of like quietly saying like I wanted to be a bigger part of the company I'm working for, and it worked. And all I had to do was just reach out to somebody, and I did. And I've hit that goal and gone farther than I thought I was going to. But it's not something like I ever like wrote down or thought. It was just
That's
just-
a
it
mental
just
thought
happened.
though that
Yeah.
you had for yourself that you put into place.
Mhm.
I think a lot of times too when we set goals for ourselves, we don't realize the person next to us can offer something that we never thought
Mhm.
before.
Mm-hmm.
I think reaching out and talking to somebody can
Support
get you.
system.
Having a
Yeah.
support system, I think, is really important. So great. Well, thank you all for sharing. That's exciting. It's nice talking about goals. Next week we're going to talk about stress management. But for homework this week, definitely whatever's on your list, something that you can do small to make your larger goal come true. But we'll talk about larger goals too next week, going over all this. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.